Today on Moe's Toy Room, we're going to unbox from McFarlane Toys in their gold label collection. Here comes Batman, DC vs. Vampires, and it's coming up next. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Moe's Toy Room, come from my room to yours. And today we're going to take a look at from McFarlane Toys in their DC Multiverse line. Here is the gold label collection version of Batman, DC vs. Vampires. You can see Batman kicking back behind his window, Payne locked in his plastic prison, as this figure is pretty cool and has made it here to Moe's Toy Room. Got really lucky finding this beauty over at Walmart, my neighborhood Walmart. Somebody was hiding this thing, and they had to have been because there was a group of like DC Multiverse figures that have always been there in this one area. And I said, you know what, let me just take a look. And as I was shifting through, I found this beauty. There was just one. Somebody like hit him like way in the back. So you can see it on my last toy hunt. But I was very surprised that I found this because I never ever thought that I would find it at all. This beauty is for ages 12 and up. 22 points of articulation, and retails for $19.99 at Walmart. He tends to bring a battle axe. He looks like he brings the typical stand in the back, and also a card. You can see how intimidating the figure is. I haven't been doing too much DC Multiverse over the last year like I did the year before. I kind of backed away a little bit of it, but now that I seen this, I was like, whoa, gotta have this. This is gonna fit perfect with my Spawn collection, perfect with the darker side of this toy room. So this checks all the points. Let's just hope that the review goes very well. All right, so you can see the side of that box right there. This is odd right here because it has a sticker right here, and it has like whatever it says right there. You can take a look at that. Look at that, very odd. It does have that on there. Gold label Batman 7-inch. There you have it. And then the back. Look at this. Look how that looks. Wow. Just all intimidating as hell. That just says enough. Batman, DC vs. Vampires. And you can see the side of the box right there. All right, folks. First off, tail of the tape. Vampire Batman is checking in from bottom of foot to very top of horn right here. Okay, I don't want him to fall over. He's slightly over 7.5 inches tall and slightly over 19 centimeters tall. And that's only because his legs are a little spread out and all that. That's the only way I could get him to stand on his own. But yeah, you can get him to stand on your own, just to let you know. So speaking of which, he also brings a stand, and I left the stand in there. You can see it says DC on there, because I don't have any more room in my display. So he's probably going to go back into the box until we move on a later date and I can get a bigger, toy room. But till then, he's going to go back into the box. And then he's just going to have to wait his time out. He also brings a card. You could see that right there. You could hold that, see what that looks like. Trading card. And he also brings his battle axe. So you can see that. This kind of looks like something that McFarlane threw in with the older Spawn, with some of his Spawn figures that has stuff like this. So this is probably an easy add-on for him. He probably had, I don't know how many of these molds in hand, and he probably just changed this. So... but overall good, but it does look like it's different through the handle right here. It's the only problem I have is I wish this would have been a little bit more stiffer, because come the summertime and heat, for some of you that don't have air conditioning throughout your whole house or your roommate temperature gauge, this thing's going to slouch over and it's just going to bend. So, but it's a quick fix. You could always just heat it up with the blow dryer and put it back to where it was. But either all, it's still really cool the way that this looks, and very pokey here at the end, so watch out for children. All right, so here we have Batman right here, DC vs. Vampires. This figure is just intimidating. Tends to have blood all, like, looks like blood on his hands. throughout his mouth, all over his cowl. He has cuts and just those blazing, crazy looking eyes. This figure fits in with what we do here at Moe's Toy Room perfectly. So amongst our Predators, amongst our horror collection, amongst our Spawn, you guys know I used to review just about all DC Multiverse a couple years back. I kind of backed away a little because the competition was, you know, and money-wise, you got to pick and choose, you know, you just can't buy everything. But anyway, here is the face on this. Look at the sculpt on this. This just looks bad to the bone. This, man, I hope everything just checks out. This might be my favorite Batman right here. I like the way that this looks. His chest piece tends to come off of the chest the way that McFarlane did that. I do like that. His belt. I wish that they would have put his bat belt a lot more battle damaged or something. Maybe threw a little bit more blood on this guy. That would have been more fitting. Maybe like he does his bloody versions of Spawn, and he even did like Movie Maniacs back in the day where he did bloody versions for standard. I would have preferred a lot more blood on this, but that's an easy fix. I mean, you can always drop your own blood on there if you want to, but take a look at the hands, how the hands look, you know, with the blood on them, like as if he's just been whooping ass, even on the inside of that one right there. But yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about. And his fingers are very pokey. So he does have his bat claws out. And I wish that there would have been blood all over his feet and everything, like as if he just left somebody laying in a pile of blood and he's trying to walk away. You're just not going to walk away with your feet real clean like that. Yeah, you can look at horror movies and everything else. It's just the way that it is. You're always going to have blood here and on the hands and just speckled somewhere over here. And then I would have liked to have seen a little bit more blood on the mouth. But man, this head sculpt is just amazing. Let me give him a quick turn. Before that, his cape is very heavy. It's a soft, like rubbery plastic material. I'm sure you guys, you collectors know from Spawn figures, it feels the exact same way. So let's give him a turn. These are not pokey at all. His gauntlets on his arms, so okay, you want to see what's underneath his bat cape. I will show you how he looks from the back. Really cool. I like the way that the trunks are separate color from his actual tights, so that's really cool. It throws me back a little to the original Batman, the way that he used to look. This figure is cool. Could you imagine seeing a dated version, updated movie about this guy just tearing it up? But get some horror movie people involved in this thing and everything else. What I don't mean like horror movie characters. I mean people who work on horror movies to really bring this thing to life with some CGI and everything else and action. Put it all together and you could probably come up with one hell of a movie for this particular character. All right, so it is review time right here. You are wondering, his trunks are separate from this, a softer molded plastic throughout his trunks, and right here is a harder plastic that goes down for his boots, and these are very soft, cool. You could tell the articulation is going to be right on the money on this. People at McFarlane have been getting better. But before I speak on it, I'm still just not a fan of the ball joints that stick out at the bottom right here. I'm just not a fan of that. I wish you would have brought it down a little bit more to make him stand a little bit better, and you wouldn't see that, and this figure would be pretty much flawless. All right, so head will look down. Look at how that looks. So right here, this is different. They added, this is just one whole piece, the whole head, one whole piece. So it looks all the way down like that. And then that's about what you're going to get to having them look up. And then side to side, you can see how it bends at the neck. So it's not going to just be the head for you could interchange the head. This figure is going to be one of those molds of his own, unless he updates this and puts like a way bloody version of it. But I don't think so, due to the fact that it's the gold label. And his head can spin around. Man, this figure's nice. Oh, wow. Arms hit 90 effortless. Super sweet. Butterfly cup joints, obviously. Amongst this, is there any in there? Yeah, there is. You can see it from the bottom right in there. It does have the butterfly cup joints. It's not bouncing around like usual, though. That is supposed to help the shoulder go up, forward, and back, but it's not really working on that arm. And on this one, it's very stiff, too. But overall, I'm happy with this. He has that bicep swivel. Pardon my hands. I have to show you what that is. And then he has it on the other arm. You can see that. And then as far as the elbow joint right there, you can see double jointed elbows. Extender piece right there sits right there. You can see that. It helps your Batman look like he's ready for, look how that looks. You see that pose? You're just not going to get that with the single jointed elbow. So yeah, good job, man. Good job. And then the hands do spin around and they do have hinge work and work very properly. This figure just has it all. Really nice. Man, I am liking this a lot. I'm to the point where I'm ready to add that Aquaman now, you know, because it has that crazy looking face now. And I always say Aquaman, but hey, you never know. Maybe I might get him on clearance, you know, and be able to add him to this part of the collection and just do like kind of my horror version of DC. Look at this. He has swivel right below his chest, and then right here at the waist, he also has swivel. You're looking for ab crunch, not too much ab crunch, but he will move around pretty good. And as far as the leg movement goes, his hips don't lie, they work really good. Look at this. Look at that. Super sweet. You're going to get your Batman to do some really crazy kicks. No doubt about it. You can see the work that they've done there at McFarlane throughout the bottom. They are getting really good at what they do at McFarlane, and I think that's a part of the reason as to why he's gaining so many licenses. So you have pin there, double jointed knees, and that will allow him to do that. So you could really get some good poses with stuff like this, you know, like if you have him like kind of like flying in on somebody, you know, like he's getting ready to gouge somebody, right? Damn, this figure is freaking nice for photography. I ain't even kidding. And then the other leg, same. And then right here at the feet work good. No tilt rocker. They're just going to move around. So I don't know if I can mistake the two. And then he also has toe bend. And that's effortless, folks. Just effortless. This Batman's just really nice. So here is my vampire Batman with axe in hand. Battle axe. You can see right there. Really cool figure. Need I say more? No wonder this figure is so hard to find. I could definitely see scalpers waiting to try to pick this thing up to resell it, because I'm sure for a $19.99 figure, they're going to easily be able to get a $40 price tag on this, $45 price tag on this, and they're going to make, you know, double their money. But I mean, I just hope that the people that are finding these, because they are very short ran and I barely got lucky and found one. I just hope the people that find them are the right people that really want this figure and want to put it in their collection. Best of luck to you guys. Just hit up your Walmarts and look through everything, because you never know. Store employees might be hiding these for scalpers to pick up. It's going to be one of those things. This is going to be one of those figures that's going to be hard to find. I'm going to tell you right now that. But please, I just hope that the right people, they land in the right people's hands and they go into collections of people that really want this figure. Here's how he looks in the presence of some Mortal Kombat figures of mine that are also made by McFarlane Toys. You can see how he fits in perfectly. I mean, I could throw this character easily in a Mortal Kombat game and play him as a playable character. McFarlane, you guys did one hell of a job with this. I am loving this figure. Here he is in the presence of one of my NECA Predator figures. The Predator figures are always going to be a lot taller than the DC Multiverse figures because that's just the way Predator figures are. They're big like alien characters. But yeah, very fitting, and I could see the two going at it even on a game or whatever it is, you know, a Mortal Kombat game. I mean, this could happen with this character. This character is just bad to the bone. All right, so I just shoved him in there behind my Joker display that I have with my Joker. He looks just intimidating, man. The two of them look like they would work together. Everything just looks right. Yeah, just likeness all the way. Great job, McFarlane. So all in all, this very brutal looking, just horrific vampire version of DC versus vampires version of Batman, this very dark, decrepit character, delivered on all parts. Very happy. $19.99, well worth spent. Go out, hit up your Walmarts. You're going to have to dig. People are going to hide these, and you're going to have to hopefully be there when they wheel these cases of them out. And hopefully you can get one. Best of luck to everyone trying to get one of these. I considered myself very lucky. I didn't expect to find this. To be honest, I really wasn't looking for it because I felt like I would never find this thing. And I didn't want to get stressed out about it. And it was one of those things that just happened to happen. And I'm just very happy that it did. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do you want to see more DC Multiverse the way that it used to be on this channel? Because I want to bring this channel back the way it used to be with some Godzilla, some more DC Multiverse, obviously Predator, Mortal Kombat's going to be one of the biggies, and horror throughout this year. And I want to add more stuff to even bring this channel more to life. But I want to keep it real the way it was when it first started. So please let me know in the comments on what you'd like to see more of. Do you want to see more DC Multiverse? Do you want to see me add more? Yeah, when I'm doing toy hunts, do you want me to stop more and look more for DC Multiverse? Let me know. So from like, share, comment, subscribe, from Most Torm to yours, everyone. Good night.